The vibe has changed so much. What? No! Watery? No, 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 no. Just makes me angry. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to the Death Note episode 25. Now, I'm kind of just terrified to go into this one. I don't know if this show would kill someone off. I mean, I know, obviously the show is capable of killing someone off. They do it all the time. But a main character, one that's in the poster, we've been watching Elle and Light go at it, and now it feels like Light has overwhelmingly won. I don't see how Elle can somehow get out of this. I feel like there's little things going on that maybe you picked up. And the biggest little thing that I'm hopeful for is he distrusts the idea that instructions would be written on the back of the notebook. Who would write instructions for something, on how to use something, on the back? That's like the biggest thing I can think of that maybe Elle has figured. So hopefully he tries to just burn the book or something, because the last two instructions are completely fake, and that's basically what Light is using to get his way. But of course, Misa has the eyes again. She's given up her another half of her life, so maybe there's another thing where Rem might take that out on Light. There's options, and I'm really hoping that there is some way Elle can get around this, but he just feels out of his depth. He's been going so long just kind of ignoring the Shinigami because it basically would make his case crumble. I don't know if he's given up with the idea that the supernatural are involved because he's someone so based on science and refusing to accept something that he can't sort of understand. So this could be him just accepting defeat. I really hope that isn't the case. I don't want Light to win, but it feels like it could be coming. But then in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking, this is like episode 25 out of 37. There's a good chance Elle keeps going till then, but I don't feel hopeful. This got me into a spot where it feels like Light has really won, and I'm just waiting for, hopefully, that it flips it around and he shoves him back into a corner and gives Elle more time to mess around with. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. I really miss the old intro song. It's really grown on me. This bit isn't that bad, but then it just gets to screaming. Opening up on children with, like, I don't, okay, this is so unsettling. Crying? What's happening? Ah! The sound design really is good. I'm so unsettled right now. What a way to start this thing. And it's all going quiet. What are they doing? Bells? I'm so on edge now. Go to church. I'm guessing someone died. Record? Yeah, that's recording. Oh, dear me. I'm back in present, in normal, please. Nope, still really unsettling.
Ryusaki, is something the matter? What is it?
That passed. That was Elle's past. So you really have been with him his entire life.
Can you kill someone just by writing their name on a piece?
Can't say. I've never tried using it like that, and I don't know of anyone who has.
Liar.
Do gods of death love apples?
See, our internal organs have already degraded, evolved to a point where we do not require sustenance.
Again, oh, you don't know Ryuk. He's completely out of his depth.
Even when Misa comes to visit, you only chat with her for a few minutes outside. You do realize you're free to have a relationship with her.
Why hasn't Light killed him yet? Has it been some time?
I'm not in the mood for love or anything else right now. Are you suggesting that I'll be a nuisance for staying here?
No.
Do you want him gone so that you can stay alive? You definitely don't trust him. And look at it. Look at, I love that shot. Yeah, seeing the eyes. When is it? What is Light doing? Why hasn't he done it yet? What's he waiting for? This episode feels so much more different than the others.
I'm in no position to continue punishing criminals. That's why I need you to punish them for me.
Okay, so Misa's gonna do it.
Misa, let's create a new world together.
It's all echoey. Things feel so much different. Has the animation changed too? Maybe? It feels... there's a new vibe to it. What? Okay, dressed differently. The whole vibe of this has changed. It's changed drastically.
Careful what you do, 'cause God is watching your every move.
This is so unnerving. Oh, dear me. Oh, I don't even...
Even if I'm far away and alone, I can be sure that you'll find me there.
Okay, some music coming in, thank you.
You tell me everything if I forget what.
And yep, all dead.
Yes, you'd tell me once again.
Is she dressed in like a church outfit? Because she's basically become the harbinger for light, hasn't she?
I know it all, then what should I do after that?
Why is she singing? There's so much in my head right now. Why is she singing? What was the purpose? Is it like a hymn? Is that what it's become?
Do you think this could mean that Higuchi wasn't necessarily Kira after all?
It's safe to say that Higuchi was the one killing criminals until we apprehended him.
Yep, so her power's moved.
Dealing with yet another Kira.
Aw, man! Not again!
Okay, back to familiar vibe.
Another Kira's appeared? What's going on here?
No, not your internal monologue questioning. Come on, you should be talking about how you know it's going to be like.
Can't believe this. It has to be Misa.
Even Rem doesn't know.
This started as soon as Higuchi died.
I suppose you're right.
You're only biting half of the crackers? I feel like there's more details on that.
I'll just have to bring that person to justice.
He's only eating half. Wait, no.
Alright.
Did he eat more then?
But if someone were able to kill simply by writing a name on a torn piece of the notebook, it's not impossible.
It's like, no, you know now.
Write another name within 13 days.
No.
Otherwise they die.
It's on the back of a book!
13 days.
It's
That's
fake.
the only problem.
It's a fake rule written on the back of a book. Come on.
Even if we don't plan on publicly acknowledging the notebook, the least we can do is execute the killer.
Yeah.
It's not a very
Rem doesn't like that because she thinks Misa's going to be caught.
If they admit to killing with the notebook, they'd receive the death penalty. Or life in prison, at least.
Yep, so it's certain.
What are you thinking, Light Yagami? Making Misa kill again. She'll be caught, and once that happens, you'll also be...
What have you realised? What?
So that's what your plan is.
Tell me what it is.
You're truly disgusting.
What is it? And what's happened?
The only way for me to save Misa is to write Ryuzaki's real name in my notebook.
So you're going to do it. You're going to be the one to do it.
It would mean that I deliberately lengthened Misa's life, and I will die as well.
So wait, he's taking Light and Rem off the game board.
What are you gonna do, Rem? You may be a Shinigami, but you can't hide the fact that you care for Misa.
I hate him so much.
Come on, think about Misa's happiness.
So you're not going to just get Misa to do it? Why not just get Misa to do it? She can see the name too. I felt like that was like your easiest answer. Why is he... Oh, he just... Why get rid of Rem? What does that solve for you? Is it just you're getting rid of Rem because basically Rem has got a knife to your throat, and if you get rid of Rem, you're now free to do more things and probably kill Misa as well. So that's your angle. Is it him getting greedy? He could just get rid of L right now with Misa's help, but he wants to try and use the opportunity to take out Rem too. I feel like that's too much. The vibe has changed so much. Raining, tipping it down, sound design. What is the intent? And Al just standing out in the rain. Is he good? What's happening?
What are you doing standing out there by yourself?
Yeah, obviously can't hear you.
What are you doing standing out there by yourself?
You're trying to make him come closer. Is there a reason for that?
What are you doing, Ryuzaki?
He looks so sad.
I hear the bell. The bell?
From the church?
The sound of the bell has been unusually loud today.
I don't hear a bell, I just hear the rain.
It's been ringing non-stop all day. I find it very distracting.
Is that a colloquial way of saying that he knows his death is coming?
If it's a church, maybe a wedding, or perhaps a...
What are you getting at, Ryuzaki? Come on, cut it out. Let's get back inside.
The bell, funeral, maybe it's him thinking his death is coming. I don't want him to give up.
Makes any sense anyway. If I were you, I wouldn't believe any of it.
He feels lost. He feels like he has sort of given up.
There'd be no end to my troubles if I actually took you seriously all the time. I probably know that better than anyone.
I would say that's a fair assessment.
What's happening?
I could say the same about you.
Saying that he just spouts nonsense and you don't believe what he says?
Tell me, Light, from the moment you were born, has there ever been a point where you've actually told the truth?
Calling him a pathological liar? You're just calling him out? Doing it now? The rain sounds what?
Do admit I stretched the truth here and there. Find me one person in this world who's never had to tell a lie. It wouldn't be easy.
So he's just coming up with more lies. The rain cut out when you cut through to the truth, that he just lies constantly. Rain comes back as he continues to lie.
I've always made a conscious effort to be careful not to tell a lie that could hurt others. That's my answer.
It's so over-explaining about you just how you lie or tell the truth.
Let's go back inside. We're both drenched.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of coming out in the rain? I'm so confused. To hear bells, but there were no bells being played. So the bells he's hearing himself. Maybe he went into the rain to drown out the sound of the bells.
It's your own fault. I mean, what did you expect?
You're right.
The vibe has changed. I feel like he's gonna die.
I thought I might help you out. You were busy wiping yourself off anyway.
What do you do?
It's the least I can do to atone for my sins. I'm
Atone.
actually pretty good at this.
So you're basically saying that he's a god, cleaning his feet? You're looking for an apology? What are you doing?
You'll get used to it.
Get used to what? I'm so... Is he giving up? Is he like accepting that light is a god or something? He's crying. You know. What do you do? Or is it? No, it's not crying. It's still just...
I'm sorry.
So is that a kindness? The dynamic is so complex. It wasn't tears, it was just the rain. Are you actually just giving up and accepting that light is a god? You're cleaning his feet? I'm pretty sure that's the thing that happened in the Bible.
It'll be lonely, won't it? You and I will be parting ways soon.
He's accepting his own death. Great, you gotta be kidding. No way. Don't give up. What's he doing with this? Like, if he knows he's gonna die, why is he doing this?
Come on, let's go, Light. It seems like it's all worked out.
For who? You're not looking at him? I feel like there's so many details. It's so unsettling. He's gonna die.
You've somehow gotten approval from another country to use the notebook for an execution?
No, if you use it, that's bad. If you use it, that bad things happen to the person, right? After they die. They don't go to heaven or hell.
We can't do that, and there's no point in testing it now when we already know the notebook's power is real.
You're testing about the torn bit.
To sacrifice a
We're
life.
very close.
Yep.
If we work this out, the entire case will be solved.
So he's not giving up. He's not giving up. But then Rem is right there.
A blackout?
What? No! Watery? Did you know? Rem didn't just kill Watery. Button! What button? What'd you do? Rem, no!
Data deletion? What the hell's going on?
You forced him to...
Told Watari to make sure that he should erase all information in the event that something were to happen to him.
Okay, no, so he died. That was the point. So, but, is that the case gone?
Where's the Shinigami?
Good question. I don't see it.
You just forgot it. Oh, no. And she's writing.
The Shinigami.
No. No. I hate everything. Why? Did he know it was coming? Is this him dying? He's dead. So is this him heart attack? Was there any other details in the book? And Light completely cold and emotionless. And he's completely not to blame. He didn't do it. Rem did it. But does that mean Rem's dead? And you're seeing the church. The bells. Yep, your time has come. And Rem is turning to dust. Don't go, please. I hate this so much. I hate him. I can't even let him die in with some dignity. You're just smiling at his death. Can other people see that he's smiling? Don't. Oh. I hate this. He's won. He's actually won.
Hey, Ryuzaki.
And now playing the part.
Snap out of it!
What happened?
What's going on?
Oh, shut up. I hate him so much.
Ryuzaki, it'll be us next!
It's all an act. He's a pathological liar. And they're all believing it. I hate him so much. Rem's gone. You're in no danger. Rem's dead. And they'll never know if Rem's gone.
You know something about this, don't you? Come on out!
Just makes me angry. It's all a giant act. Elle's actually dead. Can you perform CPR? Can you do something? So Elle and Watery are dead, and yep, Rem is dust, and the notebook is left. What was Misa gonna think? Because Misa, I think, maybe liked Rem a little bit.
Whatever happens next, I swear I'll avenge Ryuzaki's death.
I hate him so much.
I'm going to solve this case in honor of him
You're completely...
and for Watari.
There's no other, he's won.
Light. Let's do this.
I hate that they actually feel sympathy and actually believe in him.
Aren't we all gonna get killed?
Nope, Rem's dead.
We put our lives on the line when we chose to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate this so much.
It's weird hearing you say that. You sound like Ryuzaki.
And he's gonna become the new Elle. I hate this so much. I hate that he's won. So Elle is just gone? He's out? Is there maybe some way he can come back? Resurrection? I don't know. I don't want to see him...
I've gotten rid of everything in my way.
I don't want to see him celebrate. I really don't. I want bad things to happen to him. But then does that make me as bad as him?
I am the god of the new world.
I hate him. And yep, ending, that's about right. Okay, I don't even know what to think anymore. Okay, this was L's episode. This was his, like, farewell, essentially. I can't even tell if he was giving up or, like, if he actually had a plan. I hate that Light got his way. I need to try and figure out everything that just happened here and just see what details is just going on. Because it generally, just watching that, it felt like Light just won and then there's no really way out of anything anymore. He just feels like he's won. There's like, how many episodes left? 11? And he's won, he's got his way. There's no one left to like stop him. He's got it, he's done. Because yeah, this episode started off very eerily, very weird. And I'm guessing that was a lot of L's past. We got to see Watari and L standing outside of a church, listening to the bells, guessing his parents are dead. Guessing that's what happened, they died, and that could have been why he became an investigator, and he was just a smart kid that was able to track down who killed his parents, and then eventually that could be what started his career. Watari obviously looked after him and was a parental figure for him, which makes this even more painful. But then throughout this episode, you had L acting very strangely, stranger than normal. He was like doing weird things with the food, then he was hearing bells. I think that's a good detail. He heard the bells, but then went out into the rain. That could either be to try and hear them better, because it would be outside and closer to the church maybe, and less interference, but then again, you're going out in heavy pouring rain. The bells are obviously like signaling that he's preparing for his own death. He's hearing his own death is coming soon, and he's accepting it. Or he went out into the rain so he could hear them less, to interrupt the bells in his head. I'm going to go with that he didn't want it to happen. I'm going to go with him trying to fight, to try and find a way out of it. I don't want to think of him giving up. He heard the bells, knew his death was coming, but tried to sort of block them out with the rain. Light showing up, he knew exactly who Light was. He knew it was all a facade, and he knew that Light was back. And he knew he's got his mummies back, and he knew exactly what Light was doing. But then he tried to mess around with the rule. I'm just so annoyed that he didn't. I like that he wanted to test the rule, but it required too much time. 13 days. I can't believe that Light got his way here. Light did win. I find the only thing that could leave off is that Watari deleted absolutely everything. That was not Rem's intention. She just wrote Watari's name in. Because I figured at first it looked like that Rem instructed Watari to delete everything as like one of the last bits when they write instructions on the Death Note. That wasn't it. That was L's instruction. If anything happened to him, delete everything. So I'm really hoping somehow that will interrupt whatever L tries to do next. But like, what is there to do next? He's won. There's no one left to stop him. With this, he took out the best 3 investigators in the world, because that was who L was. He was all 3. But then you also had another sort of powerful scene where L and Light are trying to dry off, and it makes me hate L more. It makes me hate Light more, because he is acting kind and nice, and it's all a facade. And yet you have L, who's basically going along with it. It was his way of saying that he knows. Wiping down the feet, I'm sure that's a biblical thing, or at least it was something back in back in that time, where people would sort of clean people's feet. I'm sure that's a thing. People would clean feet, and it was a sign of great respect, or something like that. I think it was more in line of just treating Light as a god, where you clean his feet like that. And you also have L's line about wanting atonement for his sins. Because I don't think he actually believes that. It's just his way of saying that he knows. He's not actually looking for repentance. I don't think he wanted to give up. He wasn't giving up. But then at the end, when he actually wanted to test out the rule, he found a criminal that was going to be executed in 13 days, and that was the perfect person to test it. Send them a piece of the death note, have them write someone's name on it, or do something with it. Would they write their own name? Okay, then that is another person dying. Was it to write their own name in it? I don't know, but whatever it was that would have proven if the 13 rule would work, meaning it would have busted the case wide open, and it would have basically meant it would Misa and L. They were suspicious again, and they were the ones that did it. Not Misa and L, Misa and Light. Bleh. It would have proven Misa and Light's guilt. It would have done it. And now there's no way for them to find out. Maybe the investigation can try and continue that. The plan was set up. The least the investigation task force can do is follow through with L's last plan and not go along with whatever Light tries to do. Yeah, then Light, he won. So there was this one moment with him, which I think is quite powerful, in that the sound design in this was amazing. Just everything they did with it. The rain scene. When L basically confronts and says, is there any point after your birth that you just actually don't lie and tell the truth? It's one of his blatant outright stating that he is a liar and that he is Kira. The rain cuts out. That statement cut through all the noise and cut straight to Light. Through the facade, through to the real him. And then of course, as Light starts to lie again, saying that, oh, blah, 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 and just word babbles about why he tells the slight lies or whatever, the rain comes back. It was Al taking a shot at Light only for Light to stitch it back up very quickly. But it's also confirmation for Elle that this was what was going to happen. Yeah, then you also had the weird creepy scene with Misa singing and basically being an angel of death here. Being an angel for this new god. That's what she's becoming. She's becoming an angel for the new god of light. And of course she's taking great pleasure in what she's doing. And then Rem's dead, so now Light is completely free to do whatever. I mean, what's left now? Elle's dead. There's no one left to challenge Light. He's won. I'm so lost on where this is meant to go from here. The villain has won. And I feel like this, I don't even know what to think anymore. This show makes me want to hate him and want me to root for his death, but then I feel like that would make me as bad as him. I feel like the challenge this show is trying to present is not to want someone to die. I think the easy thing to do is hope that Light dies, but I don't want to do that because that would make me as bad as him. It's trying to make you question, if you had the power of the Death Note, would you do it to end Light? And you don't want to admit to doing that. I think, if anything, you would do that, but I don't want to be like that. I wouldn't want to say that I would do that. But this episode really makes you sort of struggle with the answer to that. But yeah, so this show has just killed off its second main character, its protagonist. Light has been the antagonist, Elle has been the protagonist, and now Elle is dead. So now all you're left with is Light and the investigators, the rest of the investigation task force, who are completely useless. And now he's just going to come out. I don't know where this can go from here. He's won. There's nothing left to challenge him. He's won. He's done. I'm so annoyed. I'm so sad, and I don't know what to do after this. I think I really need to get out of my own head for this one, because what I feel right now is great annoyance that Elle is dead. But overall, the episode was really good and really well just done. Like, what a way to kill off a main character like this and actually have a villain win. This show is just mind-boggling to me because it's allowing the villain so many victories, and it's gotten to the point where, is there actually any way he can be defeated? Yeah, this was Elle's episode. There was so much going on with him, so many details. We actually got a bit on his past, or at least something we can infer from that. But this definitely was his big send-off, and I feel what I can grasp from his character from this is that he was trying to fight right up to the end. It may have I think he knew his death was kind of imminent, but he still tried to fight. And I hope that there's some little thing that he left over that they can still use to reveal that it's Light. Everything has been deleted, and he still had that last plan left in place, that he wanted to test the 13-day rule. I'm really hoping that there is some way that the rest of the task force can gang up on Light and make him get that rule passed. Because if that is done, that rule is exposed as being fake, then Light and Misa come back into suspicion. But who would try and convict them? Who would do anything? The task force themselves, they're sheep. Elle was their leader. He was the one that pushed them to do the plans that would get them closer. The rest of them wouldn't exactly try and go after Light and Misa. But yeah, even though this episode was just fantastic, I'm still so annoyed that Elle is dead. I think it's great how they managed to do it and how it sort of, they killed off a main character and essentially the protagonist of the show, the one that's actually doing good and trying to stop the bad guy. But I'm so annoyed. I wanted to see him win again. I really wanted Elle to win, and now he's dead. But then again, that comes back to the rule with the Death Note. Anyone who uses the thing will neither go to heaven or hell. Does that count if they touched it? Like, what's the rule there? I want to know that Elle is going to a good place now. I want to know that he's going to be happy. I think in this universe, heaven and hell seem to be real. If anything, I want Elle to be able to go up and Light to go straight down into a burning pit. Oh wait, no, because he's a voider. He gets something worse. That gives me some kind of comfort. Light will get something worse. Neither heaven or hell, just something outside of that. That makes me happy. But then looking at Light himself, and I hate him so much that I've never hated him more. He's done so much evil in this world, and now he's managed to get away with it. He celebrates that he's managed to get Elle killed and the last person that was sort of a challenge to him out of the way. But I think what I hate the most is how he acts. It's so well done. His scream of like just grief and mourning that Elle has been killed, the panic that he sort of embodies in the moment, he plays the part incredibly well. And I hate it so much. There's not really a fault in his facade that any normal person could see through. You need someone like Elle to see through it, and there was only one of Elle. It's so frustrating, and I'm so annoyed. And I do want him to die, because then he can meet his bad fate more. But he's basically become the new god now. I'm trying to think of like what this means for the rest of the show. Like, it's incredible how caught up you can get into this, and how you can almost look past all the little details that they put in there and just really focus in on the feelings it generates. Like, I'm trying to see if there's some way Light can be defeated if he's made any sort of mistake here, but he hasn't. He's gotten Rem killed, so that's done. And that means Rem's lifespan goes to Misa, I think. Unless Elle was toying around with killing someone. Whatever Elle was about to do, so Elle would have won. But now he was going to do something. I'm trying to figure out if Rem's lifespan goes to either Misa or goes to whoever Elle was going to mess around with who was being sentenced to death. because it could have been them. I'm not quite sure, but it's so annoying. And Light has one, and does this mark him becoming a god? Like, when does he realize that if this is it, what's left? Maybe that could be something. This story could be about this villain who gets everything they want, and when they get it, they realize it's not enough. It would be interesting if he has some retrospective and maybe even some regret, because we're still not seeing any of that. He's completely controlled by his own pride and narcissism, and at some point, maybe his own actions can break him through it. If he truly gets everything that he wants to be worshipped as a god in this new world, and he gets the new world he's after, maybe once he achieves that, it's not enough for him, and he can realize that there's all been a mistake along the way, and that could be something that could break him. I would enjoy seeing that. Then Misa got a little bit to do in this episode, seeing that she's basically become Light's harbinger, an angel of death here. She's singing a very creepy song. She dressed up in, I think, like a church nun sort of outfit. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking maid, nun, some kind of churchy thing. Oh, I don't know. It sounded like she was singing a hymn, talking about Light, saying he'll always see you and he'll know everything you do, he's always watching. It's incredibly creepy, and I love that it starts off with just her voice and then sort of instruments come into it. It's so unnerving, and it really goes to show what position she is taking now. They are both separated. Light is doing his own thing while Misa is sort of distant and worshipping. This is their dynamic going forward. She is the one that's going to keep carrying out killings, while Light has to play the part of actually trying to find out who this person is. But of course, what is he going to do from here? What can he do? It's not like he can try and rat himself out, or oh no, he's gonna put all the blame on Misa and have her arrested and killed. And then if he just gets him to relinquish the notebook, he can still get her killed, and then he's done. And then he's won. It's over. That's probably the plan. So it could be him turning against Misa now, because there's literally no reason for them to keep working together. Elle is dead. He has complete control. Misa's probably going to be next on the chopping block. And then I think just talking about Rem, I feel so bad for her. Kind of. Shinigami, it's weird. I hate, because she was such a good part in this, because she had her own motivation. She was protecting Misa, and even in this scene, like, she had a scene in here saying that she basically wanted Misa to stop using the Death Note, because it would have set her free and she would have kept living. After using it, it meant something else to Rem, because it brings attention back on Misa, meaning that she could be executed. And even, the way Light sets it up as well. He literally talks about what's going to happen to the person who's been doing this. Will they really get executed? Yes, overwhelmingly so. Rem, of course, hears it, and that's what sets her off. But come to think of it, why did Rem kill Wataru? What purpose did that serve? Why would Rem kill Wataru? I can understand Rem killing Elle. Makes perfect sense. Elle would have found out that it's Misa, and that would have gotten her executed. So Elle's actions would have gotten Misa killed. So Rem interfering with that stops it. But why would Rem kill Wataru? What involvement did Wataru have? I feel like that's a detail that's not been fully explored yet. That's concerning to me. That feels iffy. Why on earth would Wataru get killed by Rem? I'm trying to think, if Rem didn't kill Wataru, what would have happened? She would have killed Elle, then she would have died, and then Wataru's left to mourn over, I guess, his surrogate son there. Not like Rem can do anything after. What would Wataru go after Misa? Would Wataru have just continued what Elle was trying to do? And then Misa, that's probably it. Wataru would have continued, Misa would have been executed, and Rem would have been able to do nothing. So she killed both of them to make sure that Misa would stay safe. But now Misa's going to die anyway, because now Light has free reign to do whatever he wants. So Rem's death here really it's going to be meaningless in the end, because Misa's going to die. She's going to be killed by Light. As soon as she proves too annoying or not as useful anymore, she's going to kick the bucket. And Rem was just completely controlled here. And it's just so annoying to see, because she served as such a great thing to restrain Light, because it really backed him into a corner. Now it's nothing. He's more free than ever now. He's only grown since the start of the season, since the start of the show, and it's so irritating. No matter what seems to happen, he always gets his way. Like, Rem was such a good aspect because it really did punish him and push him back somehow. It put him into a thing that he couldn't get out of. And now he's gotten out of it. It's just so annoying. I want Light to die. I want him to fail. I want something bad to happen to him. Then I think the details and especially sound design of this episode were just incredible. Like, right from the start, having the crying kids and all of that sort of eerie, audible stuff going on, amazing. Really set the tone for the episode and how it was going to be a sad one. And then having the sort of theme of the bells come in. That was really good. Seeing it start off with a flashback of... Wait a minute. No, there was another detail. There's another scene. I've forgotten. Right at the start, you have the bells. Wataru is watching and reminiscing. He's watching it on his screen, I'm sure, because you can hear the tapes. So Wataru is watching the screen and watching the recording, hearing the bells, probably we're looking at the funeral or whatever of what happened to Elle, and then Elle walks in, and Wataru is asking if something's wrong. What did he plan in that moment? He knew both of them were going to die, Elle knew that they were going to die. Elle's done something. I have hope. Elle did something. Elle did something there. We did not see what happened with that conversation. Elle did something. He's okay. Light is going to lose. This is giving me hope. I love the details in this. The way they structure everything is just incredible. But then the whole thing with the bells, I loved everything going on with that. I loved how the rain influenced things. All the sound in this was absolutely incredible. And it honestly just makes me excited for what's next. The vibe of this show has changed drastically over like each episode. This one felt much more in line with what I think what the start of the show was, and how just it was quite bleak, quite serious. Then it got lighter with Misa and Elle and Light and all of that stuff. And then it's come back to this. So it is very interesting. But then of course Misa also has taken the ideal, which I guess she didn't need to do to begin with. So that's also another thing that needs to be brought back up. Misa gave up half her life to do this, and yet it's been done for her. So what's happening there? It's all very confusing. It's very confusing. I have a little bit of more hope now though. As for what's next, not quite sure where this can go. Light is unchallenged, but maybe whatever Elle said to Watari before his death means something. That they have some kind of plan in place that will be enacted after they're both dead. But as for right now, Elle is the god of the new world, which is really irritating. He's won. He's become a god, but there's episodes left. There's episodes left for him to do things and be challenged. I want him to fail. If this show really does end with with Light winning overall and becoming a god of this new world, I'll be so disappointed. But like the way this thing is structured is just incredible. I really can't predict what can happen next. The main protagonist is dead. No one is left to challenge the antagonist. So what is there to do? I love this show and how it's able to do all of this. It's so out of the box. Like there's nothing is done standard. Everything is so complex. It does feel like there's hints to things sprinkled in here, but they're so difficult to find that when they do crop up, you either miss them or you remember them right in that moment. They also add so many options for things. The last episode being completely about Misa doing the deal again, only for that to be not completely useless in this scenario. She wasn't the one to kill Elle. It was Rem. So it completely subverts so many things. And now going forward, what left do they have to play with? What do they have in store? I'm very excited. I'm more hopeful now. Still very sad that Elle is dead, but I'm still thinking that he's going to have some kind of plan. I want him to be avenged. Overall, this episode was just plain incredible. The amount they managed to do was insane. It basically was Elle's goodbye. It was his send-off. He did so much, he got so much details given to him, and his death, while feeling sad, it gets drowned out by hatred for Light. I don't think he's fully done. I think he's going to have some plan left that he has in place for his death, because he's that smart. I think even if he can't understand what on earth is happening with this case, he's going to have a plan in place so that Light doesn't completely get his way. He's going to basically kind of haunt him from the grave, in a sense. Not consciously, but whatever he's left will be a nuisance to Light. Now again, the details of this episode are just insane. The writing is awesome, and the way the story is structured is just amazing. I just can't figure out where this story is going to go. What is the goal of this? Is it really to get Light to be a god of a new world, or is it to just watch this villain rise drastically and then come to a fall? Is that what this show is about? Is it watching this guy use this power, become who he always was, watching this awful evil book give him the opportunity to become who he always was, watch him rise and just outmaneuver everyone who tries to stop him, only for hopefully have some kind of fall at the end. I really don't know where this show is going, but that makes me so excited. It's so out there and weird and just different. I really can't wait to see how this does end up, especially now after the main protagonist is dead. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for episode 26. See ya!